Welcome to the Breve Music Podcast. I'm your host, Jermaine Harris. In this episode, I'll be talking about the saturation tools that I use. In case you don't know, saturation is used to add distortion and noise to your recording. It may sound a little counterintuitive at first, but if you think about it, pretty much every room has some amount of noise in it, and a little bit of distortion is actually pleasing to our ears. Of course, you can take this way too far, and sometimes you can just add some distortion for effect. But the way that I use distortion is to add just enough so that way you can't really notice it, but it actually enhances the sound that you're listening to. I've been focusing a lot on orchestral strings recently. The libraries that I use come from orchestral tools in Cinematic Studio. You can tell that they weren't recorded in the same space. However, the saturation tools that I use help to mask the fact that all the tracks don't belong to the same library. The tools that I use are FabFilter's Saturn 2 as well as Neutron 4's Exciter. I use both of those plugins on the master bus to make sure that the distortion is applied evenly across all the plugins. But you may want to apply them specifically to each track so that way you can tweak the settings. But I was able to get the sound that I was looking for with having both plugins on the master track.